creepy. Yeah.
All right. I live. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? We are live. Let's go. Let's go. We are live. Perfect. Okay. Just see if we've got sound. Okay. Alrighty. Do. All right, we are live. Tonight's. Let's make sure we got some sound here. Yep, we're good. Alrighty. Do. Okay. All right. So I have to have two phones running, and also I've got my back turned towards the camera. It doesn't matter. So this episode is the live call-in show. In the description, I have a link that will be access to call in. Just before we go ahead, I just need to make sure, as we will have a caller call in to the studio. So once they call in and I get their details, I will fire away with the show. But while I wait, I will be going on the topic of prophecy. So, hang on. Okay, he wants to do. I can't do WhatsApp. Or can I? Okay. Okay, he wants to do WhatsApp. Okay, all right. Looks like we have to do WhatsApp. Change of plan. I'm sorry for anybody that's can see, but to set the studio up, what I need to do is I need to go live. And as we just get a couple of things set up, I'm just trying to get the phones set up. So we can call in. And we're good. So I've got this titled under prophecy, and what I wanted to speak about in terms of prophecy is just when I stumbled upon the realm of things in the prophecy realm. I think it was around about 1995, 5, and there was a series on the TV. And it 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 was a series on the around Nostradamus, Egyptian pyramids, and Hopi Native American rock art, and a few other things. But one thing that happened was just some writings of Nostradamus and how he spoke about certain things in different timelines. You know, the Y2K, there was some prophecy about, you know, as we went from 1999 and then into the year 2000, that either planes were going to fall out of the sky or electronic devices were going to take over homes. You know, but like, you know, going back now, like look at where we're at now. So it's almost like, you know, if someone was to say, oh, like a kettle, like you think about it, it goes, oh, electronic devices, and you're just like, oh yeah, it just could be a kettle, or, you know, whatever it may be. You know, it could be a kettle, or could be your toaster, or could be your fridge. And I was just picturing, like, how's a toaster going to come and like eat me up? You know, it was super, yeah, it was super weird. But yeah, so like moving on from there, like I you know, we had a lot of events that took place around, you know, 2005. We had 2005, I think we had the tsunami at the tsunami, which one was it? The Indonesia, I think it was the Indonesia one. And sorry, almost there. I'm just getting the call now. Bear with me as I just set up the final. There we go. Cool. All right. Let's just get the calling, final stages of the calling up. You know, I almost... okay. Cool. Oh, was he in?
Sabotage, AJ.
Oh, okay. Are you in? Hang on. Yep. Go.
Can you hear me?
Yes. You're on. You're in. You're on.
Okay.
How does that?
What's everything?
Just getting everything set. Just get everything setting up. Just I had to swap phones over. I was ready to roll, but because I said to call in off Messenger, and to So you made me do it off WhatsApp. So Messenger was set up off the iPad that was connected to the audio mixer, Then as soon as I had to use another phone, swap all these Bluetooths over, and I'm literally live streaming on YouTube right now, and
Oh, yeah?
and I just had to swap everything, and I was like, oh no, so yeah, but
So you're on? You're on?
yeah, we're on. So you are officially the first caller to call in on the live show that has been.
What are you talking about?
Well, I started this off with just talking about prophecy, and the prophecy just based around how I stumbled upon prophecy in like 1995, where there was like a TV series and spoke about like the pyramids and hieroglyphics and Hopi prophecy and like Native American stuff and the Mayan calendar and Nostradamus. And so I was just going to use that as a bit of a back end and just share just where we're at now and just paint this little story of like 1995 is when I watched this show, but 20, oh my God, 28 years later, you can go and look back and go, oh, like Nostradamus said this and Nostradamus said that. And, there was a Y2K prophecy in the late 90s. It was like that once it struck the year 2000, that all the like electronic devices were going to take over people's homes. But the way it was translated, it sounded like it was going to, like you could picture a toaster attacking a person or a microwave. It was like electronics in your house were going to go and take over your life and take control and rule the world. But you hear that in the 90s and you're like, oh, like you try and picture a toaster chasing you down the hallway. Right?
Have you had gummies?
I'm serious. I'm serious.
No. You're on the gummies or something.
Okay. Listen. 1995. There was a series. Anyway, but my point is that they said that the Y2K planes were going to fall out of the sky, but this is in the 90s, right? This is prophecies. This is a whole bundle of prophecies. This is Nostradamus. This is all these different people. But my point is that the way that you translate it 28 years ago, you'd literally think that how would your home appliances take over your life? Well, if you look at it today, we're connected into the grid of Wi-Fi, and we've got iPads and we got Wi-Fi in our house. My fridge, has a screen where I can look through it. So it, in a way, although it's not like doomsday type of electronics take over the house, like they have taken control of our lives if you look at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's where I was going to start. But yeah, so you've called in, and we can chat about anything.
Yeah.
We can chat about anything.
Fucking. Well, we're just watching sex education at the moment.
the modern day or the
what was it, babe? The modern day. It's not bad actually. I don't mind it. It's made me laugh a fair bit. It's actually not a bad show.
Yeah.
But I thought you were doing it live with someone else, or were you just live by yourself?
No, I'm live, but it's the call-in episode, so people have to call in. And I haven't gone live on Instagram yet, but I was going to send anyone that wanted to call in live off Instagram.
You're live on YouTube. I just saw it.
Yes, I'm live on YouTube, but I'm not live on Instagram yet. So
go on live on Instagram. People will be able to see you.
Yeah, but then they can't hear you, but.
Oh, yeah, true.
They actually can. I just, I need, hang on.
Anyway, so what is the game plan for tonight? Are you just going to roll with whoever calls in?
Yes, I'm just gone live now on Instagram. So anybody that's just jumped on Instagram, I'm live on YouTube with the live call-in show, and we've got AJ on the line. And anybody that wants to go and tune in on YouTube, I feel like I'm in a radio station. I got my headphones
That's,
in.
I
And,
was just gonna say that. I was like, I feel like I'm listening to the radio.
yeah, good. You should
You got the
go.
radio. You got the radio voice.
I think it's this microphone. But yeah, you should go on to YouTube and then watch it and you can hear yourself. But I've got through YouTube, through Instagram, sorry, no one's going to hear you on the line. So this is where we need to divert anybody that is on the Instagram live to go over to the YouTube live show and come check it out and call in. So, brother, how are you?
I'm good, brother. I'm just getting ready for my run tomorrow morning, and good, man. I'm on a nice down week this week, so very light, light training week this week, which has been nice after 3 weeks of the ultra marathon training program that we're on. Obviously, you know, brother, you know what it's like. So, and I've had many chats with you about this program, and we'll ramp it back up over the next couple of weeks. So I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you, man?
Yeah, good. How many Ks tomorrow?
We're only doing 21. It's only a 2-hour progressive run. So I'm going to try and knock out as many as I can over 2 hours.
Yep.
So I'm trying to plan to get about 20, 22, 23 Ks, but just nice and easy. Bit of rain outside, actually. So yeah, man, just kind of cruising, not doing anything crazy, you know.
Yeah, nice.
What about yourself? Are you running? Are you running in the morning?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe going out and doing. Maybe I'm just going to explore some land. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to.
Are you going to go trail, or are you just going to go road?
Well, without disclosing my location online,
Okay.
I'm going to run through the street a little bit and then head towards a hill and
Nice.
try and run the track through.
The one we were talking about?
Well, kind of. I'm going to try and run trail through
Yeah.
to where you connect to that mountain that we were talking about today. So
Yeah, nice.
I'm just going to plod along there. And I know that there's one location I was going to run to and then run back that would probably be a 30K round trip. But I'm just, because I think leading into this Bondi to Manly Ultra, I think what I need to do is I need to get 25K down and then I need to do 30 and then I need to go and do 40. So I think that the time that I've got, I don't have.
It's going to be tight.
Well, I think I can do it. Like, you know, I can run 80K on the street. Like, that's not a problem as long as I've got all my hydration and stuff. And it's going to hurt, but I will keep moving. I'll keep moving. I've been in worse situations.
Yeah, you'll be right.
Yeah, that's it. But I want to actually like run it. You know, like I want to like do it in a time.
You want to have it.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I want to keep moving. Like, you know, obviously with trail and stuff, like you have to, you got no choice but to climb or walk.
Yeah.
This is different.
That's what I've found with trails. It makes you walk because, you know, obviously you come up to, you know, like a lot of hills that you can't really run, but obviously you want to save yourself as well, you know. So I have felt
we've got. I've just gone and checked. So on the live stream on YouTube, we've got 3 people watching. So I just want to welcome anyone that's actually watching and that can hear this. You're more than welcome to dive into the chat, to the live chat, and talk to us, or just whatever you need to do, like, subscribe, share. I don't know, but yeah, look, we're here and we're here to chat with you guys, and just if you can hear and you want to share some support, hit in the chat and tell us what's going on. But anyway, you were saying, AJ?
I was saying that the trails make you walk.
Yeah.
Because of the terrain. Like, you know, remember we all started first running together, and you know, some of you guys liked walking, you know, through the runs, and I was like, you know, I've started to find out that, you know, the trails actually, you know, they make you walk because, you know, you're not going to run all those hills, you know, through your whole run, I feel. So,
Yeah.
but, you know, compared to running on the road, you know, and, you know, you were talking about running the entire 80K ultra marathon from Sydney to Manly.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Bondi
Bondi to Manly?
to Manly, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, which is runnable, the whole thing. You know, it's not like you're running bloody Kosciuszko.
Well, I
and,
mean,
you know,
yeah, most of those other ultras, you know, you've got 1,000 plus meters of elevation. You know, so this is like, and that 1,000 meters of elevation, like you might be climbing, you know, 40%, where like those roads. Like, I think pretty much, I don't know if we run over the Spit Bridge, but I'd probably say that I feel that running from Bondi, just say, because you obviously got to cross the Harbour Bridge unless they're closing the tunnel, but say we're crossing the Harbour Bridge, but there's, you know, that's pretty much downhill. I'd say that's close to downhill. There might be
I've run that before.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got Heartbreak Hill as you come back through. So,
I wonder where do you actually start? Have you looked at the course?
Well, I mean, would you start? I'd say that you'd probably start pretty much close to. Oh my god, I keep forgetting that I'm live on Instagram.
You're on the fucking gummies, aren't you?
No, I'm not on the gummies. God,
you are. I can tell.
No. Look, there's a lot going on. We got Gemma. Gemma's just come live. Just diverting anybody that comes into the Instagram chat to go over into my bio in Linktree. You will see the live show there, where you can click on YouTube and you'll be diverted to the live stream on YouTube. Anyway.
Let's go.
I think Gemma's just dropped out, but yeah. So then, you know, once you cross the Harbour Bridge, I think then, you know, is it like Kirribilli? You run through the back of like Kirribilli and Mossman. So yeah, I think at some point Mossman's a little hilly, coming around the back there, but then, you know, going over to the Spit. Like once you get up the Spit, man, like I don't even think that there's big elevation.
I don't know. I have to look at the course, but no, I don't think it's crazy, man. Well, you'll find out.
Yeah, definitely. I think
80Ks.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, I want to do it.
Yeah,
I want to do it. I do. I want to do it. So we'll see. We'll see how we go. You stole my ticket, you dog.
You know what I'm going to do? If you want to,
hey, did he message you back?
Yeah, I've already taken care of it and I've sorted it. If you want to just wait 1 second, I'm pretty sure that I can get the audio in through the live stream. Just give me 1 second for Instagram. Give me 1 sec. Forgive me. But I think we're good. I think I should have some audio through. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just telling my missus about the story. You stole my ticket.
Yeah. So
Hopefully,
So look, I just a quick question
like,
for anybody that's on the live Instagram. Can you hear this audio, obviously, but can you hear this audio? AJ, if you just say something, just want to make sure if anyone can hear on the live on Instagram. You didn't say anything.
Was I meant to say something? Sorry. Hello.
Yeah, well,
Hello.
I just want to say, okay, yeah, said hello. So just anybody that can hear on
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Instagram, can you hear AJ? There's one
1,
person
2,
there.
3.
There's one person there.
Hello. Hello.
I'm sure someone can say, unless they're not listening. they might have the volume down. So anyway. All right, so yeah, so I did. I stole your ultra ticket. Forgive me.
My missus was just asking. So it's like, what ticket? So I'll tell you the story.
Oh, okay. So can you hear me and AJ? Okay, you can hear him louder on YouTube. All right, so guys, let's just turn everything down a bit. All right, cool. I'm just going to turn AJ down. Nice. All right, perfect. Well, thanks for that sound check. I apologize. Yes, but AJ not loud. So AJ's not loud. So let's just turn AJ up. All right, AJ, you might need to speak up a bit. So anyway, so where were we?
Okay.
All right, cool. So that is pretty good. That if you can call me, and I can hear you through all of this, and then they can too now also hear me on. I don't know if they can hear on Instagram or actually on YouTube, but look, we will get better at this. But yeah, look, I think that this is how it's going to run. So 80K, let's go.
80Ks, brother. Chew it up. Eat it up.
80K.
Yeah, you should run it though. You know, you should give it a crack.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, even if I just cruise 6-minute Ks and 7-minute Ks.
6-minute Ks is fast, mate.
Okay, 7 minutes.
Oh, you reckon? Yeah, I reckon over that distance, yeah, probably 6:30, 7-minute pace.
Well, the best.
That's what I've been focusing on. I've been focusing a lot on like 7-minute overall for 100. That's what I want to do for 100K, like at the Kosciuszko. That's what I'm visualizing. That's what I'm getting my head around. Getting used to my overall runs being around that 7-minute pace. Obviously, I run a lot quicker. Like probably my average pace at the moment comfortably is about 5:20.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know what it's like when you're going to be running those longer distances. Okay. So that's why I'm really keen to run these longer distances, and running for that like longer period of time to see if I can hold that pace. So, but we'll see. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
You know, because in the scheme of things of what everyone sees on social media, and you know, you probably think about it, you probably think, shit, 7-minute pace, that's slow. But you know, when you're running for a longer period of time and you're going up this terrain and you're actually dealing with altitude and you know, different types of obstacles. It's not like you're running on the pavement for, you know, 80, 100K, you know. So, yeah, you know, I really want to just get my body adapted to how race day is going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's probably something that you need to, you know, do as well. Like you said, you know, run like a 25 and then a 30 and then a 40. So,
yeah, that's it. I mean, like, you know, there's the one thing that I've learned is, I mean, obviously I ran the Run Larapinta recently. So I sort of, you know, I will look at that where I'd ran what 60K, I don't know, like 60K and maybe like a 10-hour window or 12-hour window to say, where Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, 60K in that sort of time. So, I mean, yeah, it's different terrain, different conditions. I don't need to pace myself. I don't need to. I just got to keep moving. And I mean, worst case scenario, you're doing 10. Like, look, it's not going to end up this way because it's not going to be brutal. But
No.
yeah. So yeah. So I think it'll be all right. I'm looking forward to it, but I really just need to get the training down pat.
You don't have long.
No, I know, and obviously everything that happened on Tuesday night sort of threw me off a little bit. So I sort of in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll figure it out, and then it wasn't. It was literally today. That's why I made the decisions that I made with work, with making that call, because it was today. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. I've got to get my ass in gear, and that's why I'm like, fuck, I better. I got to train this afternoon.
Damn it! I was just trying to do a time on my watch for 80K. What's a 7-minute pace over 80 kilometers? Do you know?
Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to do on my watch.
Okay, I think you're also
9 hours and 19 minutes. So if you ran 80 kilometers at a 7-minute pace, you'd get there in 9 hours and 19 minutes. Reckon that's all right? I reckon that's good.
If I ran a 7-minute pace, I'd get there in 9 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
9 hours and 19 minutes.
Okay.
You'd obviously run some quicker Ks on the flat. I know when you come into Manly and that is quite flat and downhill. Coming out of Bondi is going to be a little bit tough, but once you kind of get through the city and depends what way you go, over Edgecliff and then down through the city and then over the bridge. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not. You can definitely run 6-minute Ks easily.
Yeah.
In my opinion. That's just me, but everybody's different. Everyone runs their own race. So, but yeah, definitely it looks like it's achievable to do it in 8 hours, I would say. It's not like you're running to the Central Coast or something.
Yeah.
But you'd have to have a look. Have a look at the course. I reckon that would be the toughest part, the first 10Ks, just getting out of Bondi into the city and then over. Once you're over heading into Manly, it's not too bad, but yeah, have a look at the course.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Same, brother. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can put up, what numbers you can put up. What do you reckon? What are you thinking?
Look, under 10 hours would be good.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
do they have you looked into it? Do they have aid stations and everything? Do they have pit stops or what's the go? Is it
I'd say so. I'd say so.
Yeah, they're $300 tickets, surely.
Yeah, nice.
And then Cozzy, 50K. You're doing Cozzy, 50K?
Yeah, 50K, Mount Kosciuszko. Just going to
just sprint the whole thing.
I'd love to hear the playback on this actually.
See what it sounds like?
No, just on Instagram Live, it sounds a little bit different. I just took the headphones off then, and your sound's actually coming through the speakers in the makeshift studio.
Yeah,
so,
I heard that.
Yeah, so it'd just be interesting to see if I just want to double check and confirm that the audio is actually coming through the live on Instagram. But yeah,
Let me go on my Instagram and see if it's working.
okay.
Yeah, you can hear me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you little beauty. Oh, look, you're online. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, you can hear me. You can hear me. It's not really clear, but you can hear me.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well, glad that it glad that it actually
Yeah, you can hear me.
glad that it actually
What was for dinner tonight?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Grass fed. I think it was like a rump or a steak, grass fed, and we then just had some like pumpkin and baked pumpkin, baked sweet potato, and baked potato. So it was like just all like it's like roast potatoes, but just small, chopped up.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man. Done the ice bath when I got home today. Done a series of ice baths. Actually, I done one, and we got Gemma in. She lasted 2 minutes, but yeah, she was
That's not bad.
She was holding herself up. She had her hands on the side rails and just holding herself up, and I was like, "Come on, you got to get in." So, but yeah, she done all right. 2 minutes. So. Let's just quickly talk about ice baths for a second.
Yeah.
So, Lee Priest, I seen a Instagram video of Lee Priest, and the way that he's talking, just his energy is just so off, and just going on, these ice baths, they're a fad, and then he's like, you look at, he's dropping these big names of people in the bodybuilding realm, like your Jay Cutler, no, not Jay. Well, like Dorian Yates, like so Dorian Yates. So he's talking about Dorian Yates. He's talking about all these other people. He's like, they didn't do it. They did it. It's just a fad. But he's just saying it all negative, right? And it's just like, well, I think, like, I don't know why he was trying to use ice baths and try and connect it with the sport of bodybuilding, because it's not,
I've heard a few people say that lately that ice baths are not good for if you're trying to build muscle. I don't know why. I haven't done my research on it, but I have heard a lot of people say that and ask me about that, because obviously the way that I train in the gym. And I'm like, I love ice baths. I think they're probably one of the best things for your recovery as well. But I have heard that a lot lately. What's your take on it?
Well, I just don't like his approach on just the energy and the negativity around it. Like, cause
I do feel like guys in the gym are speaking negative towards like ice baths. Like, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I do it for muscle recovery. Like, inflammation, reduce my inflammation and help me recover. Like, they're not like optimistic, open-minded. They're more like shutting it down, kind of.
Yeah,
it's not good for you. And I'm like, well, it is. I've done it for years to start, and I run and I train in the gym, like, and it helps me. I know it helps me because of the way that I recover and what I push out and what I do in the gym and on the pavement. I'm not doing 10Ks. I'm doing almost, 130, 140K weeks, and I'm lifting weights in the gym. Like, I feel how the ice bath makes me feel, and I see how it helps me recover my body. Obviously, me and my partner have infrared sauna at home as well, so we use both. But
when you say partner, you
my lovely girlfriend.
Okay, because every time I say to Benno, my partner, he says, just call her by a name. We're like, we know who she is. But he goes, whenever you say partner, it sounds like I'm like, because Like
I'm gay.
homosexual people call it my partner.
My girlfriend,
My
my
partner.
beautiful girlfriend. Yeah. Let's get that. Let's get that right. Let's get that right. You know, my lovely girlfriend. You know, but no, we've got an infrared sauna here, and we do ice baths, and we do it together usually. So we'll do, 25 minutes in the sauna, and then we'll do a 3-minute ice bath, 25-minute sauna, 3-minute ice baths, and we did one last night actually as well. So each to their own. But I have heard a lot of the young guys too that message me from my gym. I feel like they're listening to a lot of guys speaking negatively about ice baths as well. So, but yeah, no, it's funny you bring that up because there's something that I'm starting to hear a little bit more as well, and I think it's, I don't think it's the right information for sure.
Yeah, like I had someone that was trying to compare ice baths to drug addiction to say that it's the new drug or it's just the replacement. So basically, like if you come off being an addict of, drinking or, just certain drugs, whatever it may be. It's like,
I've heard it too.
but it's like you're just chasing that high. So it's almost like, I don't know if they're trying to say that, well, okay, you don't take drugs, but your new drug is the ice bath, so you're still a drug addict because you're chasing that high. I don't know if that's sort of what they mean. I don't think that, but I just think that it's just a weird way to communicate something that believes to be shut down. Like it seems to be shut down. So I don't know whether it's because, like, like I'll throw my input in, and I think that, like, if you're talking about ice baths, then you're also including some form of breath work, right? And that breath work is just the copycat of Wim Hof. So people go, oh, ice baths, breath work. So someone's just stealing what Wim Hof's breath work is and incorporating that with ice baths because he does his cold plunges, right? So it's almost like this thing that Wim Hof has stolen, and then the Western world's just taken it on their own journey. But when I think about me doing ice baths and then we can also do that breath work. Well, this breath work is completely different to Wim Hof. I wouldn't even know how to explain the Wim Hof method. My friend talks about it. He goes, "Oh, what I do is similar," but it's just something completely different. But I just think that the feeling after it, the just the constant, like, I've been doing ice baths now for nearly 12 months off and on, and still to this day I'm learning more of the benefits. And I think that just by trying to incorporate some shitty way of suffering, in your home, like because there's so much comfort in our home that it just it changes the conversation. It changes the conversation in a way of, like, if you do post photos up that you do them online, and then you interact with these people like at family events or barbecues, and you can talk about it. But you can sit there comfortably and talk about it as if it's just like going on a bike ride where people but you just add that to your arsenal, right? So, running, saunas, training, and it's like, well, this is the new daily practice. So it's not a drug. It's actually something that I want to model and shape my life around, right? So when people start throwing their little 2 cents in, it's just like, well, do we have to like pick all these things apart?
I think also, when you're living this lifestyle and, you're living a healthy life and you're training hard, I think you're always looking for something that's going to, help you level up. You're looking for things that are going to help you recover. You're at home at night. I always feel like the mornings are the time to run, to train. The day, you obviously work throughout the day. And then I've always said the evening's the time for, either preparing yourself for the next day or recovery. So I always do my ice baths and my infrared sauna at night. I feel like it puts me into a really relaxing recovery type of headspace. especially the infrared sauna. It gets me, it gets me relaxed. It gets me thinking about what I need to do the next day. So, I've always felt that either for myself, over a period of time, you're always looking for new ways to, to better yourself, to add positive things into your life. And, why wouldn't you at least try, like an ice bath or a sauna into your life to help your body recover, to help your body adapt to the things that you're trying to get better at. And it doesn't always have to be around training, it can be around meditation. You can use your sauna to think clearer. You can use the ice bath to sit in your thoughts and really think about why I'm feeling certain ways on some days. And I definitely felt that when I bought my sauna. I thought it was just going to be a type of muscle recovery, thing that we had. But over time, I've really felt like the sauna has helped me mentally sit in places that I sometimes don't want to sit in. When you come home after work, instead of getting a beer, you're in the sauna. When you've had an argument with someone from work or your partner, you're able to sit in the sauna and really just think about these things. And I think it's just something that, like I said, it helps you level up. It helps you think, how you want to plan your next move. But it just also helps you, center yourself, I think. So, that's just another way of looking at, those types of things and how you add positive things into your life.
Yeah. That's
If that makes sense to people, instead of, it's the ice bath or it's the sauna, it's actually not. It gives you a lot more mental clarity, my opinion.
Well, it's like Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins has on his retreats, he has people run over hot coal.
Yeah.
So is that in your culture as well or not? Is that?
Nah.
Do you know is that like do Fijians do that or?
I'm not too sure, but we have bonfires. But no, not the definitely not running on hot coals.
Okay, well, it is some native tradition for some tribe.
Not the Indians?
What, like Indians or?
Yeah, the Indians. Like the native Indians.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
I'm sure because I know that they have a lot of fire rituals. Like I wouldn't say the Māoris. No, definitely not. We have, we eat hangis and stuff like that, but nothing to do with fire.
Let's have a look.
Well, nothing that I've seen anyway, that I've been brought up on.
Actually, hang on, let's go back. It said, what cultures walk on hot coals? Yeah, okay, cool. So, come on, man. Look, what cultures walk on hot coals, right? So we got fire walking religious ceremony practiced in many parts of the world, including the Indian subcontinent, Malaya, Japan, China, Fiji Islands, Tahiti, Society Islands, never heard of that, New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yeah. Mauritius, Bulgaria, and Spain. Let's have a look.
Mate, I'm growing up in Māori culture. Like, I speak fluent Māori. The first time I learned English was my first year in high school. So I was brought up in the Māori culture. I'm not one of those Māoris that don't know how to speak and don't know my tikanga and where I come from and what my marae is and what my pepeha is. Like, I know everything. And that was because of the way that I was brought up. I was brought up in a kohanga reo, which is it's like kindergarten.
Oh, here we go.
And you speak.
We got here Tony Robbins' fire walking disaster. Hang on, let's have a look.
This is going to seem like the most obvious.
I got to be very careful because you can get copyright. Oh, let's have a look.
Tony Robbins will come after you.
Oh God. Let's have a look. Hang on. Do we get a little small snippet? But anyway, like no one's blasting Tony. Let's just call him Anthony. No one's blasting Anthony Robbins for, you know. Oh, here we go.
True believer, but
Well, apparently it's like a mentality thing. I know someone personally who has done this here in LA, and I text him about it
Yeah, that's wild.
to me.
Actually, let's just get out of there. But yeah,
Who's
look,
that?
it's, I just saw it on YouTube. Yeah, Tony Robbins hot cold walk injuries. Why are they blasting him? Far out, man. That's pretty brutal.
Probably because people burn their feet.
Ooh. Yeah, see, so well, you know what's next? You know what the new drug is? The new drug is actually let's get a fire pit in the back of my house. Let's start.
You know what was funny today?
What?
Talking about that, when I was running up in the trail, I actually felt like I was going to roll my ankle.
Oh yeah.
Like I was just something about today. I was like, you know what? Like it wasn't like I was fatigued or if I was running tired or anything, but I just felt like I was going to roll my ankle. I'm happy that I didn't, but you know what it's like running in the trails. Like it's so easy to roll an ankle. Like fuck, there's so many rocks up there. But for some reason, I was telling myself, you could roll your ankle today, and it was weird. I was like,
Has anyone threw this at you in a way of manifestation?
no,
Okay.
not that I know of. And I was trying not to think about it, and I was actually a lot more cautious because of this reason. Like, why am I thinking about this? But I was actually also thinking a lot today about like 100-miler. Because obviously I've talked to you about the program that I'm on at the moment, and I'm thinking, I've thought about like in the future, if I'm a runner and I want to do 100K event, do I just have to do a program and that'll get me there? Because if that's the answer, I feel like this program, I feel like I can do more. I feel like I'm ready for a longer distance, but based on this program, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying here? I'm not saying I could run 140 miles. What I'm saying is that if you're able to do a program, does that mean on the day you're ready to run that distance? Give me your feedback on that. So if you were the average Joe Blow and you got this program and you were able to do this program, does that mean on the day you're able to run 100Ks? Even if you hadn't run, like marathons. Obviously I've run and I'm, like an ex,
Well, I
feel
think
like
okay. So this is pretty much we can use the bodybuilding realm as an example here, right? Because we all know that some bodybuilders have big legs, some have big calves, some have big traps, some have big delts, some have big biceps and big backs, and if you've got the whole package, then you're cool. So you might get that one person that needs to train their calves for 6 months before the Olympia. You might find that someone doesn't need to train their back because it's all genetics, right? So genetically you are gifted in your own way to be able to do some form of activity based around movement of, say, running, right? So I think that is a little different compared to trying to because are you trying to compare that with, like, because of the training plan that you're on? If you hadn't ran before and then you went to go and do the training plan that you're on, and then you go and show up and do 100K, what you're saying is even though you condition to do 100K now, and then you're doing a training plan and you go and show up to do 100K, realistically you can do more.
Is that what you say?
No, I'm asking you that now. I think as I started
I'm not sure.
So what
I
you want to
definitely
do?
think I definitely think I can do 100k.
Why don't you just change your ticket to a miler?
That's what I was thinking about today. But no, I'm happy with doing.
Why don't you
100K.
change your ticket to a miler?
Mhm.
I'll take you. I'll take your hunt.
It's too expensive now.
I'll upgrade. I'll upgrade my
To the
50k.
100.
I'll upgrade my 50k to 100, and you do the miler with Rick. I'll do the 100 with Ben.
Fuck, 100k, 100 miles, 160k.
Actually, I don't want to do. I
You
don't
know
want
what?
to do. I'm a bit disappointed in that run because, the reason I done Koshi, the Mount Kosciuszko Ultra is because I thought I'd run up Mount Kosciuszko, but actually I don't get to run up Mount Kosciuszko.
That sucks.
I know. So
I'm happy with 100k at the moment.
well, I think it's this whole new realm where you could meet your maker.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm keen. I'm keen to see what I can do. And like, I think there's one thing, like, I want to do it well, and I think where I am at the moment, I think I have the opportunity to do it well. I feel like if I go up and do 100 miler, it's a whole new ball game. And but moving forward after the Cosy, I'm definitely keen to do 100 miler. Like, I feel like this program hasn't really tested me in the distance and the time type of testing, which is what I really am looking for. I'm looking at going longer. I'm looking at going further. I'm looking at testing my mind. I really don't feel like I've been tested through this program, but also I'm probably, fit enough to do this well. And I've always said that I feel like this program has given me a lot more quality in a lot of my sessions. And I've been able to learn a lot more about myself and about how I can develop my body a lot stronger than how I used to train. So there are a lot of positives, out of this program that I'm doing at the moment. But I definitely feel like I want to run a lot further as well. So we'll see what's next after Cosy, 100 miler. And that doesn't scare me. Like, the distance never scares me. I feel like I've always been like that. I've always kind of like just done it.
This is what I was going to actually say about the Manly the Bondi to Manly Ultra is the fact of just, I think I'm at that stage of being able to just sit back, cruise, and enjoy my surroundings. That's I wanted to say that, but 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
But
What? But run, but not like. What do you mean?
no,
cruise?
just in a way of I've also actually just got up on Google ice bath benefits in bodybuilding as well, and but yeah, so it's this is one of the biggest challenges that I face is in ways of modeling myself in that of, do I want to be a runner? Because it's hard for me to just all year round be completely, like, if I'm not doing a running event, am I going to be running? Well, I want to incorporate running, right? I don't want to have to do running events to run, because that's what seems to be. It seems like,
yeah.
So I mean, it's all fun. Like, I'm ticking away at some stuff. I'm learning. I'm doing all of this stuff. I'm growing. I'm battling my demons, and I'm feeling better. And there's lots of wins that I'm getting out of this. But I just think that, I don't know, man. It's different because I've got a son now at home. And there's something that's going on in my life that I've never really, done before. Where, go back 2 years, like, I was getting up at 5 o'clock or I was getting up at like 3:30 to drive an hour into the mountains to run, to catch a sunrise. Like, I was doing that all the time. you know. So
Yeah.
I think sometimes, you know, what's next? It's like, oh yeah, we can keep doing that and doing that and doing that. So I think, you know, with everything that I always my stumbles with slipping with foods and stuff and having to start again, I think that like ideally, like, you know, being able to just maybe whether it's once a week, just continually try and improve a 5K, you know, and then like, you know, yeah, go do some intervals or hills or get creative with some form of running, whether it's sled pushing or just a weighted vest or whatever. And then, yeah, and then stick to that long run. Like I still think that, you know, trying to have those three types of running in your training week, but not like, you know, committing to running 6 days a week. Like that's intense. And I think that like with my leg as well, like I get all jacked up and twisted up where sometimes if I push it and run too much or just whatever, my body just doesn't cope. So it's yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens after this year and next year. This year's been stacked with all these running events, and then next year I think I'm stacking more of them. So I don't know where this is going.
I definitely feel like I'm more of a day-to-day runner than an event runner. I just love the fact of getting up and running like 20, 30, 40 Ks whenever I want to. But obviously, you know, like running all these events is something that intrigues me a little bit. I wouldn't say I really get excited about all these events like all you guys do. I just love getting up and running. So definitely something that I've always just, you know, like I said, I don't really own any medallions. Never really kind of got into the whole, you know, running these event kind of things. But you know, being a part of this group has definitely made me a little bit intrigued about doing it. But you know, going back to what I love and what I enjoy, I feel like this program's definitely taken away something that gives me my happiness and reduces my stress and yeah, you know, I just feel like I'm, you know, when I run 21 Ks, you know, and I think I said this to Ben today. I was like, you know, I don't really get anything out of these runs through my week. I know that it's making me a stronger runner overall, but I don't really settle into my runs sometimes until about like 20 Ks, you know? And I just, through this whole program, I haven't been able to do that. Like even on the weekends, I felt like a lot of those runs are zone 2 runs, so I can't even get in a really good rhythm. You're walking a lot. It's just something I haven't really enjoyed, you know? But like I said, it's definitely made me a stronger runner, but is it something that I've enjoyed the last 3 weeks? I'm not going to say that I have enjoyed this program. So, and that's just something that I've done over the last 4 to 5 years, is woken up, run every day, woke up, run. That's something that I know puts me into a better headspace. It makes me a better person, and it helps me with whatever I need to do on that day. And this program has taken away a lot of that for me. And that's something that I've, you know, definitely learned about myself, that I do love running, and I love running longer distances. But if I want to be, you know, a stronger runner and I want to do well at these events, you know, program is probably something that is definitely going to help you be in that, you know, that top percentage of people, if you want to do that. If you want to be in that, but I guess if you want to do what I do, you're only going to turn up on game day, if you want to call it, or the day of the event. You're just going to be fucked if you do the training that I do for an event. So, you know, it's a hard one to, you know, to choose really. It's either do what you love or do what's right.
So, how long have you been on this program for now? Three weeks? You're in the 3rd week or 4th week?
I'm on the 4th week,
okay.
Going into the 5th.
Okay, you're on the 4th week.
Yeah.
Do you feel that, like, we are in the 10th month? We just got in the 10th month, so October. But do you feel since January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, do you feel that your running has progressed?
This year or from this program?
Just like I think on a month by month basis.
Yeah, definitely. This year I've been the most consistent with my running, even through footy. I don't think I missed a Sunday run this year. I think I might have missed one or two this whole year. And the two that I missed was one because we played. Oh, even the Sundays that we played this year, footy. I think I still ran. I think I was doing my longer runs on the Friday. But the whole year, pretty much I ran every week. So I'll do my run through the week. And then I think I only missed one long run. So yeah. This year has been by far the strongest year that I've had running. But I've also done a lot of other things as well. Like I've stopped drinking, and my nutrition has been on point practically the whole year. And yeah, I just put it down to not drinking as well. It gave me a lot more consistency, and my running was, I was doing 100K runs and playing footy on the weekend. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing 100K weeks and still playing footy on the weekend, and doing my long run on the Sunday. So, and, I was playing footy on a Saturday.
Put it to you this way, right? So, you were doing that. You were doing that back then. You went and played footy on the Saturday, and then the Sunday you went and done the Newcastle Marathon. And you were 7Ks out, and you felt that like your leg, your ankle, your hamstring. I don't know if
my hamstrings. Yeah.
So your hamstring, and you were shit. I'm gonna have to pull out, right? So 42Ks, so 35Ks.
Nah, it was before that.
Okay, so let's just round it off.
It was like 25K.
Okay.
My knee started to hurt. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So let's just say 30K. Okay, you've got 70K to go with 2,000, 3,000 meters of elevation. living that life where you were just constantly backing it up, and you had that sort of that injury. So I think that, like, if you were to just reflect on that and then going, okay, well then this now moving forward.
Yeah, but I wasn't running ultras then, so you can't look at it that way. I was running a marathon.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
But what I'm saying is that workload that you're putting on yourself, that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I knew that, but that was something that I wanted to do as well. I could have probably done things a little bit differently through the week. I probably shouldn't have played the day before, 100%. But I had an obligation to my team, and I finished, man. I finished. I thought, I probably, I still ran a 3 hours 30 something, 39 I think it was, or 38. So my time wasn't. I would have loved to run a bloody 3 hours 20. That would have been nice. Before and playing footy that week, the day before as well. So I've got no regrets. I definitely feel like if I was, and that was one of my goals next year, was to run a sub 3 hour marathon. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what I want to do after Cozzy.
Well, I think you're going to smash it anyway. So, but still, I think that.
But sorry, was the question that you were trying to say is I've become a stronger runner from this program? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I think what I'm trying to say, because I feel that I'm trying to compare a sort of, because you mentioned something about you mentioned something about doing the training and the program, but being able to run marathons as it is, but then I couldn't quite get what you meant, because you said like doing 100 miler, like as if something like you're ready now to do 100. So you're basically ready now to do 100K. Like that's basically it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. But my point was that you probably are conditioned to do that. But I think that with the load that you had on yourself with footy and all of the running, I don't think because
Hell no.
yeah, that's what I mean. So like if you look
No,
at,
hell no. I would have never been able to run 100K through the year. Oh, hell no. I was even putting up sore through the year when I was doing like those 40s and those 50s. I don't know if you remember when I was doing those 50s. I was driving down to Sydney and doing some of my long runs down there, and that wasn't an easy run, but I wouldn't say it was a really hard run, to be honest. Like I wasn't dreading it, going, "Wow, we've got to, run 3,000 elevation" or anything like that. It was a tough run, but I wouldn't say it was anything crazy. And I was doing that after footy, and those were 45, 50. Oh no, I don't even think they were 50s, to be honest. I think the longest run we did was about 45K around Sydney City. So. But no, definitely not. I think I've been able to change a few things after footy as well. Obviously you get paid to play footy. You don't get paid to run. Well, I don't anyway. So, I had to kind of, running's always been the thing that I love and I enjoy doing. And like I said before, it puts me in a good space. So, I felt like this year I really could, mix them both together. And I was just fortunate that I was able to do that. Because I haven't in the past. So, and I really enjoyed it this year, to be honest, running and playing footy, which was good.
Yeah, I was just reflecting back then. I was just having a little mind visual of just. I think it was like the first time you just showed up to do that 50K when Ben had to pull out at that 35K mark. And,
yeah.
That you hadn't ran that far before. That was like the first time.
Nah.
And you just nailed it, and it was that was like.
Well, I think I saw you at the 35K mark.
Yeah, but that was about
April?
January, February, March. April. It was probably March or April. I think it was about March or April, right? So. And then you started doing like a lot more 40s and stuff. But I just look at that and I think just anybody that can just roll on up, even though it's it's just a street run, but with whatever, I don't know the elevation, but like just rolling on up.
I don't even. Sorry.
Oh, I was just like anyone that can just run up, roll on up, do a 50K in 5 hours or whatever, like whatever on the road. Like I think.
Yeah,
I think what is that type of runner? Like to me, I think that type of runner is an ultra runner. I think that's what that says. I mean, if you were to think about like what is the future moving forward, like you look at the list and go, okay, well, either doing the goal might be a sub 3 hour marathon, Boston, Chicago, whatever, whatever, or could be like a high level half marathon local runner somewhere just doing some events. Like it's almost like, well,
I hate that word, half marathon.
No, I know. I heard a comedian talk about it the other day about half. I did a half marathon, and it's like, and then they tried to compare it with like all of these other half things that you do in life, and I have to try and find it because the guy that was actually joking about it.
I think I've seen it.
Oh, that maybe that's where I've seen it. But
I've seen it.
Yeah. So my point is that I just think that where you've come and where you're at with the running at the minute, I think that like you sort of I'm not saying like you're seeking answers, but I think I'm just sort of talking about like like a not guidance. It's definitely not guidance what I'm trying to say, but I just think that like just reflecting on all of it, like it just seems like once you get this 100K out the way, I think you're an ultra runner, and I think that next year that's your world.
Well, I guess it's something that Rick always says to us, like what are our goals? He always goes back to that. How do you see yourself, and what are you working towards? And I think that's something that I think we've spoken about a lot through this program. Whenever I say, what are we doing this, or I want to do a little bit more about that, and he goes, it always brings me back to your goal is to run 100K. Your goal is not to run 140Ks or 160Ks. Your goal at the moment is to only run 100K. And if you want to run 100 miles, then we have a program for that. But this program that you're on at the moment is going to help you run the fastest time that you can run on the day. And I think that's something that always brings me back to sticking on the program is because of that. Like, I want to run this 100K as quick as I can. I've got a time in my in my head or visualize that I want to do, and I've got a pace, and that's what I'm trying to stick to throughout my program. I'm going really good with that, but I keep on going back to questioning myself. I want to do a 40K run today, and then obviously go back to my why and have a look at my goals. And my goal is to run 100K as quick as I can. And if I go out of my program, and then that's going to hinder that. And that's why I've stuck to the program as much as I can. Well, I have. I've stuck to the program to the T. And that's why I'm going to continue to stick with it, because I feel like, the advice that we get from Rick is he's the proof of the pudding. You know what I mean? He's done it. He's done it well. So, why would I not listen to what he says? Sometimes it's tricky some days when I want to, do what I want to do. But, I think when I really think about it and I look back at my goal of what I want out of this run, what it's going to give me, that's why I stick to it. And that's, that is my goal, is to run as quick as I can. And not for a time, but because we want to test ourselves, right? Running's such a one-on-one, or how would you say it? It's such an individual thing. It's not, there's people there, but at the end of the day, you're only testing yourself. You're only going up against yourself. And when I run Cozzy, that's what it's going to be. There's obviously going to be other people around, but I want to go as quick as I can. And if this program's going to help me get that, 12 hours or whatever it might be, to my goal, then I'm going to, stick to that.
Yeah, nice. under 12 hours.
I hope so. But we'll just keep on, and that's the thing. I think as long as I do the work and I do everything that I can to, to put myself in the best position, then on the day I know that I'll leave it all out there. That's just the way that I am. I'm just so focused. I'm not going to look. I try not to look too far ahead. I just try and focus on what I can control, and not just with running. Like, this is with like in my past with footy and everything. I just try and you just got to control what you can control on that day. And if it says an hour run, then you do an hour run. But like Rick said, if I do everything that's within the program, I'm sure it'll get me there on the day. So
beautiful. I like it. And it's good to sit back and watch it all as well. It's I don't think myself. I mean, look, we're not all on each other's journey, but we're all sort of a part of each other's journey. And now,
sure.
Now since you're talking about it, it's almost like just it's sort of getting that time where it's getting a bit closer, 2 months away, like. We're all going to start getting excited for it. Like I'm, like I
feel like it's closer.
Yeah. Oh man, it'll soon go. Like it will go so quick.
I feel like it's like 2 or 3 weeks away, but it's not.
Well, that's the Bondi.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm keen to run that, just for a bit of a
training. Yeah, 100%.
A bit of a training session, and see what 80Ks feel like. So. Remember, my longest run is only like 51. Oh, I've done a 60 before. That was ages ago, like years ago.
Mm.
But no, my longest run was like 51 Ks.
Yeah, mine's 78 and I broke, but I've done 100, but mine's 78 and then I broke. I broke at 78, but that was horrendous. By 78, I'd already done 3,000 meters as well. So,
oh yeah. What about your 100?
That is the 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but what I mean is like I took me 16 hours to run 78.
Yeah.
It's weird how you look at how much it just picks you apart, that course. I don't think anyone understands. Like if people have seen the Three Sisters and you're standing at the Three Sisters and you look down, like you're up and down that thing for 20 hours, like in and out, up and down, in and out. Like it's up and down and up and down and up and down, and it's not like you're climbing a trail. It's not a trail. It's like it's steps.
Yeah.
It's just steps for 100K pretty much, and then a bit of fire trail. There's about 50K of steps and 50K and 40K of fire trail and about 10K of road. So, but cool, man. Well, listen, thanks for calling into the show, and
Good time, brother.
This is the official first one. The other two have been failed call-ins because of the thing, but I've figured it out. I've got it up and running. I know how it's all working now, so it's good. It's exciting. So yeah, man. So celebration
No worries,
time.
brother.
Celebration time will be soon when you get that 100K out the way, and
Let's do that. Let's do the Bondi to Manly, knock that out, and then smash Cosy. I'm looking at my 9 weeks away. Actually, it says on my program.
Yeah. Well, look, I did title this show about prophecy. I did start with prophecy, and we ended up talking about running and ice baths and all different things. So, look, man, it's an open live call chat. Talk about anything. So, welcome to the game experience, and till next time, folks.
All right, brother. Thanks for having me.
No worries. All right, I just hit stop recording. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button. Stop streaming. I was meant to hit stop streaming, but I hit stop recording. So, but anyway, I'm going to hit stop streaming.